Let's kick off today's meteorology class with something electrifying, the ionosphere. You're probably wondering why we're diving into this layer of the atmosphere when our main gig is weather in the troposphere. Stick with me and you'll see how the ionosphere pulls its weight in radio communications and puts on a light show like no other, the Aurora Borealis and Australis. First off, what's cooking in the ionosphere? Located between 80 to 900 kilometers up in the thermosphere, this zone is packed with ions, atoms or molecules that have lost or gained electrons, giving them a charge. Solar radiation blasts in, knocks electrons off oxygen and nitrogen particles, and voila, you've got a sea of charged particles reflecting radio waves like a boss. Here's where it gets cool for radio transmissions. Radio signals shoot straight, but the ionosphere's charged particles bounce them back to Earth. This ping-pong effect lets signals travel way beyond line-of-sight distances. Multiple bounces? Signals can circumnavigate the globe. Think about it. Without the ionosphere, long-distance radio comms, especially for things like ham radio or even satellite communications, would be a whole lot trickier. Now let's talk about the rock stars of atmospheric events. Auroras. Solar flares unleash streams of high-energy particles, solar wind, towards Earth. When these particles hit the ionosphere, they excite oxygen and nitrogen molecules, causing them to glow. Green and blue hues dominate, with red and pink fringes adding drama. Earth's magnetic field directs this light show towards the poles, making the auroral zone in high latitudes the place to be for this spectacle. In North America, you're likely catching the aurora if you're up in places like Alaska or northern Canada when solar activity spikes. Solar activity's the wild card here. Quiet sun, auroras stick to the polar caps. Active sun, the auroral zone shifts southward. Folks in southern Canada or northern U.S. states might get a glimpse. Tracking solar flares helps predict these displays, making aurora chasing a thing for both scientists and enthusiasts. You might ask, why bother with the ionosphere when we're here for weather? Here's the link. Understanding atmospheric layers, including how energy moves and interacts across them, sets the stage for grasping tropospheric dynamics. Weather phenomena stem from heat imbalances in the troposphere, but solar and geomagnetic influences from above play their part in broader atmospheric behavior. Did you know the first successful demonstration of a radio signal traveling around the world was achieved by amateur radio operator Jack Bannister in 1927? He transmitted a signal from New York that bounced off the ionosphere and was received in California, proving the ionosphere's role in global radio communications. This bounce technique, called skip propagation, opened doors for long-distance radio communications and even played a role in early transatlantic radio broadcasts. Moving forward, we'll zero in on heat transfer, conduction, convection, and radiation. These mechanisms drive air movement, create pressure systems, and ultimately, spark weather patterns. Get ready to unpack how energy imbalances trigger everything from gentle breezes to storm systems. How's this ionospheric intro hitting you, class? Got questions or want to explore more about those auroras or radio wave magic?